Well, good afternoon from Australia. Good morning to everybody in the UK and around Europe. Whenever you're going to watch this, it is Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Tuesday, the 19th of July. From a wintry Brisbane, welcome to Barbers' Arms episode 89. We've got a cracker coming up for you tonight. Me and Gaz are going to take you through the news week. I'll tell you what's been happening here in Australia. Gaz is going to be telling us about the red hot weather you guys are having back home. I am so jealous. Can you imagine how brown I'd be, Gaz, if I were back there? So coming up, we've got Dean Gleeson coming up in about 15 minutes. Dean's one of the new kids on the block, who just signed a new contract with Wahl. We're going to hear all about Dean's pursuit to be with Wahl and what makes him different to other barbers. And then we're going to go over to Dubai and mine and Gaz's recent trip there. We're going to go over to Zuhair Tahan and we're going to watch a video and an interview that he did from the fantastic Chaps Co in Dubai. So without further ado, from Australia, over to you. Good morning, Mr. Machin.
Good morning, Mr. Simon Shaw. Thank you very much for that introduction. Yeah, we've got a great show for you today. Just a quick one. Sorry to everybody who's catching up or watching for our little technical malfunction back in Spain. That the house, the Casa Machin, I think it was nearly 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks on Thursday, I think it was. Episode 89, as you said. We couldn't get the sound on, folks. It was Facebook's fault. We couldn't stream on time, so we're so sorry for that. Thanks to Gordon and Frank off our last show, 55,000 views. I think we've got there. Fantastic show, very inspirational. Simon's basing a whole new lesson on that show because of all the quotes and little tips he picked up. So we're very thankful for that. I think we've got some live guests with you today as well, haven't we, Simon?
Oh, I'm full. What an amazing week, by the way, I've had over in Australia. My first trip to Australia, believe it or not, 22 years with Wahl and traveling all the world. The box is ticked. I'm here. I arrived in Brisbane on Friday evening. Guys, I've just got to say, if you're ever traveling over to Oz, get ready. You need flight socks on the size of trees. I was like a Cabbage Patch Kid. Let me tell you, when I arrived in, it took me 2 days to de-swell. A nice walk. South Bank, though, the area here is absolutely beautiful. The people have been fantastic. The whole 10, 11, 12 people that's with us, that's been on the training, are all behind me. Say hello, everybody. Hello. Yay. So we've got a live audience here in Brisbane. We're just coming up to 2 minutes past 4. The weather, it's been about 18, 19 today. It's gone a bit cloudy. I've got to say, obviously, this show's produced from Australia. So, Trevor, this has been no secret to you. I looked out, we had a really busy 2 or 3 days, but at 4:15, 4:20 yesterday, the sun was shining. I did a little bit of a team talk, we were finishing off, and I turned round and it was pitch black. I have never known anything go from daylight to darkness.
Unbelievable. You trip over. I bet you were crabby coming over. How many hours was it this time?
Well, we had a 7-hour flight into Dubai, and then we had I had about a 45-minute turnaround before I got on the next plane. The Dubai trip, guys, I have to say, I pissed it. Couple of films, couple of glasses of wine, something to eat. Oh, this is a doddle. The first 3 hours on the flight over to Brisbane, again, I'm thinking, smashed it. I'm global, not local. All of a sudden, the last 9 hours coming in, guys, I can't tell you. It was an absolute hard one.
It's a killer, and I did in 2019, I think it was. We did Barber Boys training. We went straight all the way down to Adelaide. Absolutely killed me, but it's worth it when you get there. What a lovely place. Unfortunately, it's winter for you there, so I'm just gonna apologise. I've got all these. I can't find a single place in the house that the sun isn't shining through the window at the moment. I'm not going to make you feel.
Not making any of us feel any better here. We're in the middle of winter. What's wrong with you?
Well, I know. Well, I've got to rub it in then, haven't I? Because I've gone from Spain and it's never stopped sun shining from the minute I got back. So it's just beautiful. I think we're going to break all temperatures in the UK today. There's a very good chance of being over 40 degrees in the UK today.
Guess what? I've got a little feeling looking at the weather forecast when I get back into the UK on Friday and Saturday. The weather's changed to be a bit cooler. What's the chances of that? On my return, I just want to say on a personal note, congratulations to Alex, my son. His first tournament over at the Seas in Jersey with his new team, FC United. They won their semi-final 3-0, and then they went on to the final. which they won 6-1 against Jersey Bulls to come out as champions. So well done to everybody at FC United, everybody connected, and well done to my son Alex, who played really well in the semi and a full 90 minutes. I have to say, and I've told everybody behind me, the worst thing as a dad, I'm sure there's lots of dads, barbers out there. I see lots of people in the UK who've got sons playing football, but at this level, I'm watching it, Gaz. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got up, semi-final. He's just made the first goal, long ball up at the top. 2 minutes after that, a long ball goes through. He's breaking away, and it's a 50-50 challenge. Bang. He's clattered. There's a 20-man brawl, and all I could see was Alex laid on floor, motion. And I'm walking around the bedroom, and I'm cracking up. I'm freaking out. I'm thinking, I need to get a plane back home. I had palpitations. Luckily, treatment came on, and he was good, and he came back on. But they took him off after 61 minutes because obviously I think they wanted to save him for final. But I've got to say that those 5 or 6 minutes waiting for him to move about. And I have actually given him a bit of stick about it. I said, can you imagine what you've put your dad through? What will you keep like down? He gave me a few choice words. And
it was all right, though. Once the magic sponge had been on with the bucket, it'd be all right, wouldn't it?
I love the magic sponge. Now, talking about magic sponges, I have one of our team out here, Mark, who hooked me up with a brewery today. And actually, the guy who owns the brewery, which is the Milton Common Brewery here in Brisbane, just over the river, he actually came down. The owner of the brewery came down and fetched me some really nice beers. This guy's been in business for 3 years, and he's fetched me these. We've got these little stubby cups. And this beer is a really nice lager. Apparently, it's really good for smoking, but this is called the Governor mid-strength. I asked for a mid-strength one because I didn't want a strong one because obviously we're going back to work after we've been here. But these are really cool. So anybody who's watching from Australia, from England, you need to hook yourself up with Jimmy at the Milton Common Brewing Company. And the beers are really nice. I've only had the top. What do you guys call it anyway? Is it like knocking one off the top or froth off the top? Is it? Something like that. I'm trying to get as much lingo as possible, Gaz. But they are really, really nice. So
well, I've got a special one for you today. So I thought it's early morning. It's 7 o'clock. Well, I got up about an hour ago, so it's 6 o'clock. What have I got in the fridge? Got a watermelon. So what we're having today, we're having a special brunch cocktail. I know it's nowhere near brunch, but Sam Campagna's watching and Heath Batteners as well, all the way from Australia. So this is for you two guys. So we got it in the juicer here. We've got watermelon. I've juiced this already because obviously I'm not getting it. What I've got is 3 cups of watermelon in there. I should have been de-seeded, but it was 6 o'clock in the morning. And then we've got 1.5 fresh limes squeezed, juices in there. And then we're going to have 3. Now this is dark rum. Now I prefer dark rum, but you can use light rum, you can use Malibu rum, you can use whatever you want. We're using Kraken, which is a spiced rum. So we're having 3. This one's for the. I'm just making 2 here. This is enough for 2 drinks. So I'm just putting this in here. So the Memsab, she can have one when she gets up. When she gets up, we are teaching this morning, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Nice. How many shots is he putting in there, by the way? So, Trevor's just put on. Don't disappoint.
Right. So we're just going to put this in the juice and just give that a quick rub with the rum in. I've got one already done here. Just get the rum in there. That's all done. We've got our glass. And of course, we've got to have a special glass we're actually drinking it out of. Oh, sorry. We forgot the ice. So we've got to do this over ice as well.
That's quite nice, doesn't it, for a breakfast? I mean, he's got to cut hair and he's got to do teaching. So, I mean, I don't know how many shots he's put in there. But, yeah, it looks pretty good, decent, Gaz.
So there we have it. We've got our little garnish there. So we've got our watermelon. So you can tell it's real watermelon and a little cherry on top. So our brunch cocktail, watermelon rum cocktail, all the way to you, Australia.
In one? In one. Why not? Yes, there we go. I can feel an ice cream edit coming on.
Oh, baby.
Guys, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, Sammy Shaw Wahl. Gaz is the British Barber, Barber_arms. Them's our Instagram accounts. Thank you to all 9 million views that we've had so far. Over 89 episodes. We're going to do it this year. We're going to have 100 episodes. We're going to have a party because we missed our 2-year anniversary when we were in Dubai. On our website to catch up on all the latest podcasts and all the previous episodes, that's the barbersarms.co.uk. And if you want to email us, it is barbersarms@thebritishbarber.com. Them's all our Instagram and social media angles. Coming up then, Gaz, we've got Mr. Dean Gleeson. Have you met Dean?
Yeah, I've met Dean a few times. We saw him at Barber Connect. We had a few photos and caught up with him. I was just going to say his promo photo doesn't do him justice. Last time I saw him, he was bald. He'd taken it all off. So I don't know if he's still got a really short, probably has with this weather we're having at the moment. But yeah, he's based in Southend-on-Sea, is he? Is that correct? Yeah.
Southend-on-Sea, yeah. So I'm looking forward to one of the things I want to see and ask people, and people are going to watch back. We know people have all your favourite times to watch Barber's Arms, whether it's in your office or whether it's in your little bars that's being built over lockdown or in your sheds, or you'll pick your times when you watch this episode. But what I want people to realise is that Dean's been knocking on the wall door for about 2 or 3 years without bugging or throwing the towel in or whatever. He's been persistent, he's been consistent, he's been humble, he's been polite, and now he's got a great opportunity. So it'd be great to find out of Dean and tell and share his story to other barbers about his process of getting in to the Wahl team. So I'm really looking forward to that. We've got Trevor coming up tomorrow as well, guys. Trevor's going to be joining me over here in Brizzy. I'm in an unbelievable venue. So Mandy, our person over here who looks after all, not only here in the UK, in Australia, she looks after so many different regions in the APAC region. She's found a fantastic venue called the Barber Temple, which is here in South Brisbane. So anybody who travels over from the UK, you need to find it. It's on Cadella Street, and it's a purpose-built. I've not seen anything like it. There's a barbershop up front, and there's an office, and there's a very small boutique cash and carry where you can buy products, and it's really cool. If we get a chance through the show, I'm going to take you a little walk around. And then there's an amazing academy, and I'm sure you guys have seen the photographs with massive video screens. It's probably one of the best global training I've had to do for a venue point of view. Sometimes you do them in hotels, but Mandy's done a fantastic job getting this venue. Guys, if you come over from the UK, go and visit the Barber Temple. And there's a guy here called Anthony you need to ask for, and he'll take you out for some chili nachos and some chips, and he'll look after you, and he's very generous as well. So that isn't a Wahl venue then? That isn't a purpose Wahl Academy, because it looked very slick. I've seen the photos, and you know the other day that you sent me, and it's got a lot of Wahl brand. So you just put that Wahl branding in just for this session. Well, Mandy has. If you meet Mandy as well, guys, she's very very forceful, and she gets the job done. And I have to say, globally, she's set the standard now. When we're going to host any countries that host this global training, this is the theatre of dreams. This is the theatre of barbering. It's a fantastic purpose-built, purpose-designed training academy, barber salon, distribution place. The venue's superb, polished concrete floors. Guys, I can't build it up enough. Have a look online as well at the Barber Temple here in South Brisbane. It's a really cool place to be. And Trevor, you're going to see this tomorrow. Trevor's our producer anyway, guys. But Trevor, you'll see it tomorrow. But guys, if you ever get out here, you need to come up and see the guys. It's really good.
No problem. And also we've got Zuhair Tahan coming on later on for our piece that we did in Dubai as well. We've actually got Babin watching from Dubai. He's quite worried about me. He says, Gary, you do know it's 7 a.m. in the morning. Babin, we're fine. We're professionals. Don't try this at home, but we can cope, Babin, don't worry. We've got Dean in 1 minute. So we enjoyed our time with Chaps Co in Dubai, and we've got a fantastic view in one of their newest locations. We can't say enough about this company, can we? Chaps Co, they looked after us. It was a really, really slick operation while we were out there. And we were in Bloomingdale's for their latest opening as well. So we've got some...
So here we go then, guys. Pulling up into the Barber's Arms car park. We've got one of the rising stars in British barbering. I went down to his salon in Southend-on-Sea, but he's been knocking on the Wahl door for a few years now, trying to get in. We're going to hear all about his process of getting into Wahl and how he achieved that, and hopefully give some inspiration to the barbers who are wanting to work with top brands like us and the process to go about it. Here we go, episode 89, all in conjunction with the British Barbers Association and Wahl UK. Without further ado, making his debut here on Barbers Arms, give a warm welcome to the one and only Mr. Dean Gleeson.
Thanks, guys.
Morning, Dean. I did say your promo on the show is a lot different than what you're looking like at the moment. You're looking a lot slicker and a lot shorter than your promo.
Cool, yeah, I was a bit outgrown and a bit grizzly before.
I know we met at Barber Connect. We connected there. Great show, and we had a few photos, and we caught up. And we've heard all the great news that you joining Wahl's team. As we usually do when we have a guest on like this, and we have guests from all over the world, and we have viewers from all over the world. So just quickly, if you could give us a 2-minute cut down bio of yourself, who you are, what you are, and where you are at the moment.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, like you say, my name's Dean Gleeson. I'm from Leigh-on-Sea in Essex. Been cutting hair for 16 years now. Started off traditionally as a women's hairdresser. Got all my foundations laid in that, and then switched into the men's hair about 5 years after I got into the industry. And yeah, I sort of stayed in the same shop that I started in, grew up in, and then me and my business partner now actually worked in the same shop. And then 6.5 years ago, we decided to go off on our own and create Mengo as a brand. And yeah, it's been never looked back ever since.
So how many staff have you got in the shop that you're in?
There's 5 of us and an apprentice. So yeah, a 6-man team, but there's 5 full-fledged barbers and 1 guy training up.
Fantastic. So you're committed to bring new blood in through the door as well, which is great to hear. I hope everybody is listening, because without these apprentices, our industry isn't going to go forward. So it's great to hear from one of the leading lights in barbering at the moment.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for me, because we struggled for quite a few years trying to recruit staff, because especially around our area, there's quite a lot of good barbershops. So a lot of barbers are already happy and placed where they are in the current shops. So we thought, instead of going down the route of trying to recruit other barbers from other shops, we'll just get people in when they're young, train them up through the ranks, and at least that way you've got a bit of control over the standard that they're putting out in your shop then.
Yeah, of course.
I think you're right, Dean, as well. I think, we've all got to invest in the future, and obviously, as your new leader, it's been to people like yourself as well. So no pressure on you tonight, this afternoon or this morning. It's multi-time slots. You've got a live audience here as well, Dean, here in Brisbane. I've got 10 of our new Wahl artistic education team that's here. We've got Mandy as well, who runs all not only here in Australia, but all across the APAC region as well. So she's here as well. Everybody's watching. Say hello to Dean Gleeson.
Hello, Dean.
Hi, guys.
They're all watching you. They'll all be following you. Just give them a quick shout out. Just give them a quick shout out of your Instagrams, Dean, so everybody can start to follow you.
Yeah, it's Dean_Gleeson, which is GLEESON_.
I'll tell you what we'll do now. I'm just going to take this laptop off, and we're just going to see. Here we go. We've got some live Aussies here.
Nice.
Can everybody see the screen here? Here we go. You see, we're not joking. We're not hanging around here. This is for real. Say hello to Dean.
Hello, Dean.
Hi, guys.
So here we go.
Hey, what a motley crew that looks as well.
That's it.
Hey, I tell you what, they're so disciplined as well. Because of time differences and sleep patterns, I've not really been out for a beer, but Heath has found one of these. Has anybody seen, Dean, I don't know if you've seen, he found it last night, but have you been to one of these secret nightclub bars where it's a bar, it looks like a barber shop, it's false, there's like mirrors and 3 chairs, barber pole outside, then there's like a phone, a red phone, and you phone it, it's not a barber shop, you open the door, it's a nightclub. Has anybody seen it? Has anybody heard of this? I know there's one up in Leeds, but he's going to be taking us there for my last evening tomorrow. So Trev, we're going to this fantastic place. He's organised it all. I think this, you know, I'm not without saying too much and spoiling it for you, but the strippers, the shots, there's all sorts. An amazing last night here, which is going to be really good. Dean, you've seen Barber's Arms. I know you've watched it. You know what's going to be coming. So we're going to have some questions about your career, and then we're going to finish off some quick fire questions to find out a little bit more about Dean Gleeson. My first question to you is, what makes you different to the barbers? What would say, you know, not from an interviewing process, because you're already with me now, but if you had to describe to these people that see you, just these 10 people that's watching live, what makes you different to the barbers? What stands you apart from everybody else?
I think something I pride myself on personally is, like, I love social media, and I think it's a brilliant tool and it's got some real good benefits. But for me personally, it's building that relationship and that connection with your client when they're in the chair, because as much as we all love the brilliant haircuts and the perfect image to put on social media, 75% of my clients are guys that are a bit self-conscious. They're not that confident. They want to come into me and sit down and have a chat, and they might be dealing with mental health issues. They might have had an argument with their missus, but they like that time to be able to come in and almost see you as one of their mates rather than their barber. So it's something that we want all our staff to do in here, and me personally as well, is not treat your clients as an advert for social media. Actually build that relationship and create a safe space for them to come in and feel comfortable.
Just hold that thought. Do you want that as well?
Yeah.
So everybody who's listening, that you can hear this information coming through. That's one of the things that's helped Dean, you know, to establish where he is as well. Gaz.
Do you know what? I think, you know, you've hit it on the head there, Dean, as well. I think a lot of young staff forget that. You know, they like doing the skin phase, they like doing, but, you know, sometimes they get quite blinkered. You know, they're only interested in what they're interested in rather than what the client. It's all about the client and the customer experience. And I think it's quite hard to get that across with young staff sometimes. They might not like doing the young guys that, you know, the under, you know, school age, or they might not like doing the mid or late gents. But I think building that relationship up, I think it makes such a difference. Even if the service or even if the haircut, some guys, you know, they just need to be, if you can talk the talk and build that relationship, you know, they'll forgive a lot of things about the haircut. Not saying we don't give a great service, but it is about building that relationship up, and they will put up with a lot of stuff if they make that connection with their barber as well. And I think that's really important. And I think a lot of people forget that in these days and ages, you know.
Yeah, I mean, some of my most regular clients are a two back and sides with a little bit on top. Like there's no real intricacy in their haircut, but for them, it's more about coming in and having the service than the actual haircut itself, like you say.
Yeah, definitely.
Your shop called Mengo is your shop, and that's in Leon C.
That's it.
So what's the weather like down there at the minute?
I think we've got your weather. It's about 39 degrees here today, I think.
Oh, it's not 39 degrees here, I'm telling you, by the way. I'm not the week. I'm here in winter, by the way. But it's still nice. It's probably where our summer would normally be. We've had about 21, 22 the other day. Nice sun. But it gets a bit cooler. Like, these are soft, by the way. They're all wearing coats.
You're prepared for it, though. England can't cope. With any extreme weather, we're done. Too cold, we moan. Too hot, we moan. We can't cope. Try to explain all of this.
Hey, Simon, they've been closing schools. They've been telling you know, shops have been closing and all sorts. We've got a bunch of snowflakes over here. We're absolutely hopeless.
I definitely get that. Dean, my next question to you is, and you know, we've gone through this. I want you to share it with people, especially with these people that's around me here. You first came to my attention through your Instagram, but then we had a mutual friend, one of the guys who I've used on stage shows, a dancer. He's now in E17 in the band, Joe Livermore. He sent me a message saying one of my team, and then a few other people had said, "Oh, this guy wants to be part of the Wahl team." We connected a few times. But what I have to say about you, and this is a real big, lots of people have been in your position and kind of either bugged too much, never left it alone, until they got to a point where they don't fall out with you, but they just don't connect anymore. I think you've waited about 2 or 3 years to get it.
Yeah.
You've always been very polite and very humble about it. What's your advice to people who are trying to get with a brand like Wahl? What would you give the advice to them in terms of the patience and the kind of so? And how do you feel about getting, you know, a contract with us and potentially working at Salon International? How's that feel for you?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, for me personally, it's the first time I went to Salon International. I mean, as soon as you walk through the doors of Salon International, you're hit with Wahl, aren't you? It's the biggest stage, the lights, the atmosphere, and it's. Yeah, I just had that like schoolboy thing when I walked through the door. I thought that's who I want to work with one day. But from the patient side of it, I'm a big advocate for only working with companies that I stand by. And regardless of whether I was with Wahl or not with Wahl, I've used the tools my whole career. The first set of clippers I bought was a set of corded super tapers, and then I've just grown my tools since then. So I don't really like going down the route of just working with people for exposure or trying to get a few likes on Instagram. It's like I say, if I wasn't working with Wahl, I would still be using their tools. I'm not going to stop using them just because I wasn't offered a contract. So I think if you want something enough, just wait for it, focus on it, work every day towards it, and it will come eventually. It's like you say, if you keep pestering people and bugging people, you're doing it for the wrong reason. If you want it because you really want it, it doesn't matter when you get it. It's a case of waiting your time, and it will eventually happen.
So when you got the news, when I think we spoke to you, I think the first part was signing with our marketing team to do online stuff and to do videos and stuff like that. But then when I spoke to you about moving up to full contract, and how did you feel about that? And how did you celebrate? Who were the first person you spoke to? Because I've not been on that side. So how did that feel?
No, I was at home with my wife actually and 2 kids. I mean, my kids are only young, so they just see me walking around, big smile on my face, and didn't really know what was going on. But yeah, my wife knows how much work I put in and how much it meant to me. So yeah, she was really excited for me. And it's like a bit of a milestone in the career, because I'm very big on setting goals. Like every year, like come January, I'll set like a list of goals that I want to achieve, and that could be even creating my own photographic collection. And one of them was to try and get a brand partnership with Wahl. So yeah, as soon as I got that phone call, it was amazing, great news.
Just one sec, guys. How did you all feel when you got invited to this training? Did you all?
I nearly passed out.
Then they passed out. Pretty awesome. They're all in this position, but they're actually now at the training as well. But hey, we've got a few pommies here as well, guys.
You what? Sorry.
Got a few pommies. I don't know what it means, by the way. I keep getting called you pommy you pommy bastard. I got a phrase book as well, which I'll share with you guys when I get back. We've got Mark here from Birmingham, who's been here 27 years. And we've got Rob from Cardiff, and Rob's been here about five years. So we've got some, he keeps saying I'm Welsh.
So the best of British.
Yeah, best of British, yeah. Yeah, they're feeling it, yeah.
Listen, Dean, questions we always ask, and, you know, there's different things that we ask of different clients and different interviews. What would you say is the biggest change in the industry since you started? You said you've been in it 16 years. I'm not talking about COVID, because I know the change. It might be.
It's gone. That's gone now.
Yeah, that's gone. We don't mention that anymore. But what do you think the biggest change, good or bad? What do you think the biggest changes in the industry have been?
I think there's a lot more good than bad. I mean, personally, from my experience, when I first started cutting hair 16 years ago, it was traditional barbers, short back and sides. Guys wanted to be in a chair 20 minutes and then get out and have a beer before they went back to work. And I think what's happening now is the blend between hairdressing and barbering is actually coming together quite nicely. So you're not getting just men's barbers, you're not getting just women's hairdressers, you're getting kind of a hybrid of hairdresser that can almost do both. So you've got the long hairstyles coming through, you've got this actual like proper styling techniques. That's a big thing I think's changed, is people are paying a lot more attention to actually styling hair nowadays. It's not just cut your hair, slap a bit of gel in it, and then out the door they go. It's people actually want to spend a bit of time. I mean, I've got guys, if I don't spend 45 minutes on their hair, they feel like they've been undersold. It's more of an actual treatment to a guy now, rather than just getting his hair buzzed off and then getting back out the door.
What are your price points for it? Are you spending 45 minutes on every client, or is that
no? We've got
rates or
a normal haircut, like a standard men's haircut, will be 45 minutes. Hair and beards, an hour. And then kids cuts, or if I've got like regular clients who I know I can cut, I'll chop them down to half hour. But for a haircut, we're £25. Hair and beard is 30. But we're at the point now where we're just about to do a slight increase in prices. But yeah, we're around where we are. That's sort of the price range.
And that's working for you. Do you, as soon as you're fully booked, all your guys are fully booked, do you start putting prices up? Is that how you work it? As soon as everybody's fully booked, you can't take any more new clients, prices go up, some drop off, it gives you space for new clients. Is that how you work?
Yeah, I mean, for me and my business partner, what I'm trying to do at the moment is, as much as it's my shop, I don't want to be the sole face of the shop. And what I mean by that is, if I take a week off of the shop at the moment, the money drops. And that's what we want to stop. We want to get it to the point where the shop is basically running like a well-oiled machine. So when I do take some time off to have to go do some shows or some education, the shop doesn't differ. It still runs at the same pace. So that's something we're working on at the moment. And that is what's going to boil down.
There's a saying for that, Dean. The tail wags the dog.
Yeah, exactly. And
So you don't want to be in a position like that.
No, exactly. And it's something that we've really focused on the past year, because we found, especially pre-COVID, that you can't work on your business if you're too busy working in it, because you've got no time to actually step back and look at what needs to be done. So me and my business partner have took a step back recently, allowed the boys to come through the ranks. So we've got just our refined client list now, and that's just who we do month in, month out, and then everyone else goes to the other boys.
It sounds good.
It's quite hard from a business owner though to do that, isn't it? You know, I mean, I've been in the same position for the last 38 years, and I'm one of them people, and Simon will know, you know, from a work ethic, I just can't say no.
No.
And you know, even if it's training, traveling, you know, I know when we're traveling and we're training, we can't do the same client list, but you feel that loyalty to the people who've been with you all those years, that you try and squash them into the days that you are back in the salon or in the barbershop. And it's hard. It's hard to actually manage that, isn't it, as well? And feel as if you're staying loyal to the business, you know, as well. So I feel your pain. I know exactly what you're feeling. And I think you've had, you know, maturity in your years, you know, you've recognised that, and you're actually putting a plan in, which I probably didn't do way back then in the day. So, you know, take my hat off to you, mate. You can actually see your business.
Talking of plans, guys, coming up here on Sunday evening. It is Sunday evening, isn't it? We've got the Cordless Legend launch. Now, you guys in the UK are probably thinking, well, that's been out a few. Each subsidiary launches things at different times and different products. I am not going to mention it, but I have been blown away with something that I'll share with you all next week. I have never seen merch to go with a product like these guys have developed. They are collector's items merch. Now, all these guys know what they are. We can't share it, but when I'm back in the UK, when it's being launched on Sunday evening here at the Barber Temple, the new Cordless Legend, we'll just give it a little plug now as well. So we've got the Cordless Legend, which you guys in the UK have already had. I don't know if whereabouts in Europe you've had it. But we're launching that here on Sunday evening. We've got the Barber Temple. We've got all the guys on stage. There's food, there's drinks, but it's not that. For me, it's the merch. These guys are going to be wearing something I've never seen before, and they're absolutely breathtaking. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to be able to fetch some of it back to the UK. Trevor's over with us tomorrow from Adelaide as well, so we're going to be speaking to Trevor here at Barber Temple, so I'll be able to share some stories and some photographs as well, what we've got. Dean, kind of another question I just want to, it's just a bit off the cuff, but you are, just to share with everybody, one of Dean's main strengths is his design work and his pattern work and his portrait work that he does, and it's absolutely superb. So given that, and the people around the globe that are really good at that, I always ask them the same question. I'd like to be interested in you. If you weren't a barber or an hairdresser, and you weren't going to be working with Wahl, you didn't have Mengo in Leigh, what would you do? What would your career be?
Well, I actually had, I was a fully fledged tattooist for 5 years. So that would be probably the other route I'd go down. That's where I've always been into my artwork. I've always been artistic ever since I could draw. That would be something I'd do in my pastime. And then, yeah, I had a little stop break in my hair career. I was still cut hair. I was still renting chairs, and I was still cutting hair all the time, but I wasn't doing it full time. And I went into tattooing, and I was running the two side by side. So yeah, for 5 years, I was actually a tattooist.
Well, you're my new best mate now. You've still got your tattoo gun?
Yeah, I've still got everything, yeah.
Oh, well, you've just elevated yourself right to the team now. You're becoming everywhere, mate. I'll just have a cheeky tattoo before we go on stage there. I want the two glasses there, the two Ronnie glasses there.
Yeah, nice.
Hey, you've obviously gone right to the top of the list
Signed
now.
in.
I want to pay, honestly, it's not a secret, but if you don't mind, I want to pay Gaz. He's going to have a tattoo of my name somewhere on his body for Christmas. Gaz, I didn't want to spoil it for you, but I just want to have that done for you for a Christmas box, the Christmas box. If you don't mind, Dean, that's.
Let's do it. Let's get it done.
Chamon, baby. Yeah, well, when I'm getting Avid, he won't want to do it, so that's easily solved.
I'll probably I've
I shared a room with him in Dubai. He's got W on each arse cheek. He bends over, he says, wow. True story, by the way, everybody. I'm kidding.
The thing is, Dean, he's a lightweight. I had to go out and sort myself outside when I went away with it. So, guys, all you guys who are listening, when you take Trevor and Simon out, just make sure you keep them out as long as possible and make sure they're absolutely ruined, please, because he'll be hanging out of his arse on the way home then, all the way. So.
No, I don't do the hangovers very, very well. So coming up after we finish with Dean, before we get Zuhair, we're going to get you a little look round here at the fantastic Barber Temple. So we're going to give you a live view of what this venue looks like. So we're looking forward to that. Dean, we're going to finish off with some quick fire questions, which just builds a little bit of character up about you. And it's been great to see you, mate. I can't wait to get back. And I think you're going to come down to me next week in the academy if we can get a date set there. Yeah. So I'm doing a virtual seminar for our team over in India. And you're going to come in and do that with me, and we're going to have a chat and start moving forward on some stuff. Is that okay?
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, of course.
Okay, here we go then. What's your favourite food?
Oh, it's got to be roast dinner. Mum's roast dinner, you can't beat it.
Oh, sounds very Yorkshire. What's your favourite drink?
Oh, I'm a whiskey man myself. That's my my go-to.
What's your favourite whiskey, Dean?
See, I got brought up on Scotch. My dad's a Scotch, but I'm more of a single malt man myself.
So go on. if we were going to buy you a present, what would you want?
I'm not buying him fuck all.
I'll tell you what, I've been drinking Belvenny Doublewood, 12-year Doublewood at the moment. That's my go-to at the moment.
Oh, it sounds very posh. That's right up Gaza Street. I'll buy you a tattoo, Gaz, and you buy him whiskey.
Nice.
Steve, what's your favourite music?
Oh, I'm old school R&B. That's my guilty pleasure. Old school R&B.
Favourite destination?
South Africa. My aunt and uncle used to live over there, so I was over there quite a bit.
And if you could have a date for one evening, I'm not saying romantic, but if you could either fetch somebody back from the past, anybody in the world, who would you like to have an ideal dinner with? Who would be your ideal dinner date?
I would go Bruce Leigh. I'm massively into martial arts. I've done martial arts my whole life. And it's he was a big inspiration to me from martial arts side and work ethic as well. So yeah, Bruce Leigh would be my ideal date.
Excellent. Well, here we've got Dean Gleeson, a newly appointed Wahl Artistic Team Education Team member. You're going to see him this year live at Salon International, which is the 8th, 9th, 10th of October. We'll be there, Wahl, with a massive stage and some new product launches. We can't wait to entertain you all, and you're going to see Dean live at that stage. We've got Dean Gleeson here from Mengo. He's having his favourite dinner, which is a roast dinner, proper Yorkshire kind of thing. His favourite drink, which is a whiskey. He's listening to his favourite R&B music, which he loves. It's a bit of an old school. Old school can be the new school. And he's doing all this in his favourite destination, which is in South Africa. And he's doing all this with a very talented Mr. Bruce Leigh. Dean Gleeson, thanks for being on Barber's Arms. You've been a fantastic guest. And I'll see you next week, bro.
No worries. Take care,
Dean,
guys.
Dean, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate. Thank you very much. And thanks for giving us your time so early and fitting in with the plans. I know it's not easy with your timetable and everything, but looking at it, you know, I'm sure you're up and about anyway at this time of the morning. So thank you very much. And thanks for coming on the show, mate. It's been a pleasure.
No problem. Thanks for having us. Take care.
See you later, buddy.
Guys, I'm just going to take everybody for a look round now.
Okie dokie.
We all good? If I turn you around. So we've got some of the new Wahl artistic team. Say hello, everybody.
Lovely shot of the aircon there.
So this is the barbershop area. Can everybody see this?
Yeah.
So this is the barbershop side of the business. So this is the entrance where this is just a traditional barbershop. We're going to take you through now. I'll not do too much talking because we're going to actually walk through the office part of Barber Temple. So people are still working at the desks. Say hello, everybody. You're live here on Barber's Arms in the UK. Okay? Bang tidy. So here we go now. This is a beautiful little area. Look at this, guys. Look how cool this is.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, so all the wall stuff on the back there, that was already there. I thought that looked great. I think the signage there is fantastic.
So our friends in the UK from Uppercut, they've got some other nice products here. T-shirts, merchandise. Got some other shit there. And here we've got, look at this wall bit. Look how it stands out. And look at the top part here. You've got the classic wall, a little clue here for some of the merch this weekend. But this is classic wall, all American products, American cars. You've got Ronald McDonald. You've got the Harleys, the Cokes, the Jack Daniels. You've got all the wall stuff in here. And then more products as we go around. I don't know if you guys look at this as well. Look at the scissors here. Look how beautiful this is. Guys, I'm gonna fetch you one of these nice T-shirts as well. Say hello, Ben.
Hey, how are we?
How are you, Ben?
We've got some nice merchandise here. I don't know if anybody's seen these as well. Look at this merch here. So we've got some nice Wahl hoodies. I'll get you one of them, guys. Got some Wahl socks as well.
Hey, just remember, I'm a medium.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying. So that's a bit of Wahl merch. So it's a really cool place. So imagine you've got your barbershop in the front, but then there's this, and they sell retail at the barbershop, but then you've got this wholesaler part here, which is such a cute little boutique. Now I'm walking through to where all the magic's been happening. As we walk through here, you've got some nice toilets, the shower rooms, there's a storeroom, and then we're walking into the academy area now, guys. So you've got a little servery area here, where all the food's been, little fridges, some snacks from earlier. It's all been really healthy stuff. So the barbers that's been working in the barber shop, they're actually working in here now while we're using the barber shop. These are live barbers working here at Barber Temple. This is Sam, one of the owners of Barber Temple. You're live on Barber's Arms, Sam.
Hey guys.
We're just telling everybody what a fantastic venue. How long have you been here?
Only about 5 months.
Just about 5 months. And you're hosting our big launch this weekend of the legend.
Yeah, really excited. Yeah.
We're just saying how beautiful your venue is.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we love it. Great space to work. It's awesome, just sort of feeling connected to everything that's going on.
Thanks, Sam. And we're just walking on. Look at the concrete floors, guys. They're absolutely fantastic. Real life barbering. Look at that fade as well, by the way. How cool is that?
How you doing?
There we go. Some nice stuff here. And then we've cornered this area off. This has been like a little wall area that we've been using. You can see some of the agenda that we've been working today. We're on presentation stuff now, so I don't know if you can see that. Some of the stuff we've been working on before we came onto Barber's Arms. So that's kind of a little look round, guys. Some nice hats. Plenty of mints. These are the 5-star. These are the ropes, guys, that they fetched me in on. Just wearing the red carpet, just so I got a nice welcome when I came in.
That was to keep the crowds away, was it?
That was to keep the crowds away. So I'm walking through. So what a purpose-built academy. You've got toilets, you've got showers, you've got everything. Then you walk through into this middle bit, which is a nice boutique. Then this is one of my favourite people at Wahl, which is Mandy. Mandy runs everything here. Just tell us a little bit about what you do, Mandy, for Wahl.
I am the Director of Education for Asia Pacific for Wahl. So I help support all of the subsidiaries with their education platforms. And at the moment, we're in the process of rebuilding the Wahl education team for Australia.
So Trevor's coming up and he's after some Wahl socks and a bit of Wahl merch. We can sort him out with some of that.
Absolutely.
We'll get a nice T-shirt for you, Trevor, as well. A nice new T-shirt that's coming out this weekend. But you'd be very jealous, Trevor, what I'm getting as well. So we're going to come back to Mandy in a second. We can't tell anybody. We'll walk back through the offices here. Some nice cakes here as well. They don't look very diety though, do we? Say hello, guys. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
It's not nice walking through, you know, while everybody's working. Looks like Anthony's sat in the director's chair there. So we'll come back and shut that door, guys. We're back in the room. There's your little tour around Barber Temple.
Wow, it looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good. And it's been a fantastic venue to work in, guys. I've just been really blown away with hospitality, but also facilities. You want to work in somewhere really cool and nice while you're doing your training. That video wall, Trev, you'll see it tomorrow. It's massive. So for the agendas, for videos, it's just been it's just different facility altogether. So yeah, we've been very blessed and very pleased. So that's us live from Brisbane here at the Barber Temple. What's coming up now, guys, is a short video that we filmed when me and Gaz were over in Dubai. Fantastic week we had in Dubai, fantastic weather, fantastic company. And I wish you were here, guys, because me, you and Trev tomorrow again, going out would be absolutely fantastic. And, I can't wait to see you tomorrow, Trev. We'll have a great time when you come over. I've got everything ready for an haircut for you. Got some merch ready for you as well. So that's going to be really good. So without further ado, guys, we're going to go back to May over at Chaps Co, where we interviewed a guy called Zuhair Tahan, one of their top barbers at Chaps Co. Chaps Co, if you ever get a chance to go to Dubai, get over there and have a look at facilities. So we'll come back to you just after this short video. Enjoy.
See you later. So here we are, the private grooming parlour of Chaps in Dubai Mall. We've got Zuhair here, our master barber, all the way from Syria. He's working in Dubai. How long have you been in Dubai now, Zuhair?
A year and a half almost.
And you were before?
Singapore, a year in Singapore and 5 years in Malaysia before that.
Oh, fantastic. So how long have you been barbering?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
And you're loving your time in Dubai?
Absolutely, it's such a beautiful place to be in, and I love that it's a multicultural place and there is expats from all over the world, which I got used to when I was in Malaysia. You work with different type of hair, different type of beard, multinationality place.
Fantastic. So we've got my good friend here, Mr. Simon Shaw, and he's very vulnerable at the moment, so we can do whatever we want to him. So we're finally on our holiday, mate, aren't we?
I'll tell you what, guys, one of the things that I've noticed sometimes what happens when I have my beard lined up in the UK, and as you know, guys, when you're travelling, sometimes I'll stop off somewhere and I think, yeah, I've got kind of like places now, north and south, you can carry on. I've got north and south wherever you go, but sometimes I feel that you get a good shave, but the experience can sometimes be what, just like lacking something, you know, that total relax.
Yeah.
One thing that I always want barbers to learn is, and I know some of our guys have got it, but is his soft touch.
Yeah.
So he's firm, but he's soft. And the nice thing is you can hardly feel your clipper being touched onto your skin. And when he's picking out from his fading, it's so delicate, you know? Sometimes I think people, they press on the neck area, especially if you're using a detail or a berry and you're putting that fine blade on people's necks.
Yeah.
I can hardly feel this on. I'm sure he's using a cordless detail. I can't even see.
Yeah. I think, you know, you've got a huge amount of experience and especially in the Middle East, and this is no disrespect, but it's all about the beard, isn't it? There's a lot of beard envy in the Middle East. The haircut doesn't matter so much. It's all about the beard, the shape of the beard, which is, I've come to realise, working around the world, changes from country to country, you know, and from continent to continent. It really, really does change.
Absolutely, yeah. And here in Dubai, I've experienced something different that I didn't see in Singapore or Malaysia, even from like Middle Eastern expats or tourists, that people here love to do scissor work on the beard.
Yeah.
Like you will see people coming asking for a number 1 size with the scissor, like 3 millimeters with the scissor.
Yeah.
So you gotta be like very precise, and it's absolutely different.
And I like that as well, because that shows the skill involved. I mean, when people come in and say, oh, take it down to number 1 or take it as short as you can with scissors, they don't realise that we can take it really, really short with scissors. If you're really, really competent with scissor over comb or shear over comb, whichever way you call it, sometimes clients don't realise how short you can go with scissors, can we? It just depends on the thickness of the comb. We can take it as short as we can.
Sure, and the type of scissors.
Now I'm going to keep asking Simon questions, so in between when you're giving me his clean up, just make sure he isn't falling asleep and enjoying it too much. So for our viewers out there, we're in Dubai. We're in Chaps Private Grooming Parlour in Bloomingdale's in Dubai Mall. We've got Zuhair here who's going to give him a clean up, beard trim and a clean up. We're finally on holiday. We've met our producer Trevor and BBA owner live and in person. So we're having a little bit of a catch up, doing some work, and hopefully having a bit of sun and a few beers as well. How's that feeling, Si?
It's just really nice and relaxing. You know that you can feel it. I think sometimes that's really important for anybody who's doing any training, but you barbers as well it's your touch.
Yeah.
The way that you handle yourself around your client.
Obviously, we wouldn't be talking around the client like this, Zuhair. This is supposed to be a quiet, relaxing, really special moment for the client. When he's having this service. Is this really popular? Being in the private booth here, is this something that you offer all the time?
This is our first private room in Bloomingdale's branch. We just started this with Bloomingdale branch right now. We might do it later, I think.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of people clicking from everywhere just to experience this.
Okay.
I'll get you a hot towel.
Guys, if you look in the drawers as well, it's so neat and tidy and organised. It's just.
Well, we can see over there,
to be
all these tools are clean, nice and clean, and I think that's pride in working as well. I love the American way, if you like, because in America or in North America, they're licensed and everything has to be in the drawer. Nothing can be on the side. Is that the same in Dubai?
Yeah.
You have quite strict hygiene rules.
Sure. Yeah.
Everything has to be clean between
Everything
clients.
has to be clean.
Nothing on the worktops.
Barber side disinfectant for the blades, the combs, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always do like sanitize our brushes and everything.
Yeah, and it shows. It's absolutely spotless. It looks fantastic. So what are we doing now then? What are we going to do with Simon?
So we're done with the clipper work. Now I'm going to do some razor work. Make it as crisp as possible. I'm gonna use the BBA shave oil just to prep his skin. And
so that's a pre-shave, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Just to prep his skin, and then I'll put a hot towel.
So we're going to be lining Simon up just on the cheek area, and then around the throat area there, around in the neck. So he's going to get those lines as sharp as we possibly can. I know he loves having this done. He drops in wherever he can to get it done. After he's had his sunbed, obviously.
Easy.
Because he is the sunbed king. Wait till we get on that beach in a minute. We'll see who's been having sunbeds.
You watch me tan, lad.
I saw the carrot oil on the bedside table.
I've already got it on. No factor in that, you'll be careful. I'm taking you to casualty tonight.
So, what if you were selling it, Zuhair, to any prospective barbers out there? What if you could sell it, Dubai, in 3 things? How would you sell Dubai to prospective barbers? What's the best 3 things about Dubai?
Multicultural place, different nationalities, different hair types, coarse, fine, Asian. Other thing would be the experience that you have in Dubai. You experience a very good weather. When it's in the winter, it's the best winter in the world.
Yeah.
In the summer, obviously, it's very hot.
Yeah.
But you get used to it. Third thing would be working on a high standard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing a high standard.
It's the opportunity,
services.
the opportunity to have high standards. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's available around the world, but I think in Dubai especially, there's a very high service level, isn't there? You know, people expect a really high service level, and I think that shows in Chaps. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we offer a hot towel service as well in Zuhair. It's is this very popular in Dubai?
Absolutely, yeah. We do hot towel before the shave or even the beard tune-up. Is it too hot for you?
No, it's fine.
Cool.
And this is really important part of the service because it's preparing the skin for the razor, softening the beard hair and improving the blood supply, relaxing the client. I'm glad you've done this because when we get back to the room he just said, oh, just give us a clean up. I thought he didn't take very long in the shower this morning. That's it was his plan all the time, wasn't he? If he'd come in and have a clean up on you.
No, I've got told to have a clean up.
All right. So obviously, a new blade for every client.
New blade, straight out of
And
the
the
disinfectant.
Yeah. Out to the sterilizer. Is that your favourite blade there?
Yeah, I'm using Astra since 6 years.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it.
Oh, very
Sharp,
good.
very sharp.
So Sam, if you were doing this on a regular basis, how often would you do this to keep it? If you weren't doing it yourself, every other day?
I have it done about 2 times a week, 3 times a week.
Yeah. So wherever you are, Barnsley, London, Kent, wherever you are.
Favourite little places where I travel to. Even if I'm up in Scotland or if I'm in Wales, Ireland, there's always somewhere where I know where I've been before.
Yeah.
Who I trust and who can relax while they're doing it as well, because I think sometimes if I walk into a barbershop, everybody's a bit like, not nervous, but they're not themselves, and I just need the barber to be themselves and do a good job.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever been in somewhere and they've literally shaken themselves to death round your face and it scared you?
Yeah. They want to talk about clippers and they want to talk about working on stage, and it's like, I just want a beard line up. Get on with it.
So for the shave, I'm gonna use some shave butter from the BBA. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of water and then I'll put it while doing the lineup.
Okay.
I just love the beard butter because it softens any type of hair.
Yeah.
No matter how coarse.
It's that type of product there that it's for very strong beards, really, isn't it? As well, it really does work well, and it's great for home use as well because it comes straight out of the packaging. You know, it squeezes straight into the hand. You can use it in the shower.
Very convenient.
Yeah, very convenient. So do you know, the whole point of doing these services and offering these services, do you find you retail a lot of these products as well? Do you sell these to clients as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We sell like majority of products, but I focus on BBA. I just love the quality of it, like consistent.
Yeah, yeah.
No matter like what batch we getting.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
some products you get a batch that is different than the previous one.
All right. Okay. So inconsistency of manufacture. That's interesting. So you're going to apply this with your hands. You're going to massage this in, yeah?
Yeah.
So anybody at home, you give them aftercare advice on how to apply this, how to mix it, how to use it, how often. So I think that's a big part of our job. It's just educating the client on how to use products and maintain the look.
So for the shave butter is different than the shaving cream. The shaving cream I would put it on the brush, the shaving brush,
Yeah.
and I would like brush all over the beard, and then I will do a hot towel, and then I will wipe it, and then I will do another round of shaving cream. For the shave butter, you don't need to do that. You just apply it to the skin after the hot towel, and you start your shaving process.
Just needs that little bit of water with this product, doesn't it? For otherwise it can be a little dry, because this isn't supposed to lather. It's a butter rather than a lather, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So the if you want a lather, you'd use the shave cream with a brush. So what's the future for Zuhair then? Is it you're very happy in Dubai and at Chaps? Are you?
Yeah, so far so good. I'm very happy with both like Chaps and being in Dubai.
Yeah.
What I'm looking for is to grow eventually with the same brand. I don't like to change brands, even when I used to do finance, because this is what I've studied.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what my father advised me. He's
All
been
right.
with the same company for 34 years.
There's a lot to be said for loyalty, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah.
Now Chris isn't here. Is it a good company to work for? I know you're not going to say no, but you know they seem to look after the locations very well. Do they look after the staff very well as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They look after both, like the stuff, their education, development, and also like the personal stuff. Like if we are struggling in something, we would definitely ask for. And they never hesitate to help any one of us.
I think that's important when you move to a new country as well. I know you've had a lot of experience moving around the world and worked in a lot of different places. But I think that support in place for any prospective barbers, it's really important, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Like we live in the shop more than when we do at home.
Yeah. Certainly feels like that, doesn't it, sometimes? So.
So Simon said he liked it as high as possible for the cheeks line. So we're not pushing any further than that.
Yeah.
Just making it look more crisp.
As we said before, you know, in the Middle East, especially in Dubai and in this region, it's all about the beard, how sharp it is and the shape, you know, the crispness of the lines. When you find with new clients, especially, do you you know, a little bit of trepidation? You know, how do you treat them? How do you find out? You know, I know we have to ask a lot of questions, and you know, we're constantly checking in the mirror and everything. It's something that we do as professionals. But have you got any tips or tricks for anybody, any new barbers out there?
Consultation.
Yeah.
Consultation is key for like any clients coming into the shop, no matter what you want to do, even if it's like a beard lineup. If the consultation goes well, the service goes well, he leaves the shop happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that, because that's exactly what we wanted. It's marrying that, what the client's expectations are and what you've got in your mind as well, isn't it? You know, marrying those two up to get the service that the client wants and the results. So, really good answer.
I will get you another hot towel. I'll be back in a minute. Thanks, Simon, for the
Oh man, he's still there. How the shop's set up, you know, how this location, you know, everything's in your drawers, it's set up, all your hot towels, all your cold towels. You've got a bin in the worktop there, you know, for your dirty towels. Everything's got a place. I really like that. Yeah.
Very convenient. That's what I mean. Like, they care about the barbers. Like, everything is convenient. Don't need to walk here and there, back and forth.
Very well planned.
Yeah,
I like that.
So for the aftershave, I'm using the post-shave balm from the BBA as well.
Now this is your favourite product now coming on.
Mm-hmm.
He uses gallons of this. He rubs this everywhere. He's having a bottle of it off me every week. I don't know what he's doing with it, to be honest.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Good job. This is my favourite moisturiser. Gives you that little bit of a tan, a little bit of colour. Dragon's blood in it, Gaz.
That's it, Sandre de Grego. It's got a
There you go.
plant extract from the Amazon.
Listen, if I win lottery, I'm going to take Zula back over to the UK. I'm just going to employ him as my personal groomsman. That's it. I'm just having him. I'll just have a little barbershop in my house, and Zula, if you fancy it, fetch your wife over, we'll build your little annex at the side, and you're just my personal groomer. You just have to do 3 or 4 beard trims every week for me. We'll pay you loads of money, and that's it. Does that sound good?
Absolutely good.
There you go, man.
Sounds like a plan.
You might not like the weather in Barnsley though. That's the only trouble.
It's a bit like Dubai Marina, as long as you keep your eyes closed.
What a job.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much, Zuhair. It's
Very nice
did a
meeting
great
you,
job.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for hosting us in Chaps in Dubai, Mark.
You're absolutely welcome. Thank you for visiting us.
Fantastic.
though.
Well done, pal.
Thank you
very
so
much.
Very
We'll
nice
see
meeting
you hopefully on some Wahl training
Yeah.
in the next couple of months. I'll be doing his presenting training.
Oh, right,
I think he's just signed up as an ambassador for us. Who we're working with, so I'll be teaching you how to present to everybody.
Looking forward to that.
Fantastic. See you again, sir.
See you.
See you, man.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye bye. Well, there we go. That is a fantastic show from all the way from Dubai. Zuhair giving my mate Simon the full treatment. So, did you enjoy that, Simon? What?
What, the shave in Dubai?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. I love being pampered. I have a little story though, and we couldn't show the video on the arms because on the last day we went to our good friend Sunil's shop, UB Grooming in the Damak Towers. Was that Damak Towers? Damak Towers. Beautiful day, 40 degrees, beautiful salon, and I had the full works off him as well. I had my feet done. I had a little line up. I had everything done, and Gary were a little bit under weather from being out very late and very drunk the night before, and so he was sat there a bit sorry for himself. And so Sunil said, "Would you like a massage, Gary, while you're here?" So while I'm having my feet done, I see Gaz go off into this little room, and next door I see this masseur actually kneeing on his back, massaging him fast asleep, and there was parts of the autonomy that I don't want to share, and that's why we couldn't video it.
No, that's your side of the story.
True story.
You just blow everything out of proportion. I was just enjoying a little me time. That was all. It's fine.
Listen, you were fast asleep at one point. I thought you were going to have to give you like some.
No, I wasn't, because I could hear you two sniggering, taking photographs. So I know I wasn't asleep at all.
I have got photograph evidence.
Yeah. Well,
Talking of evidence, Gary, what I'd like to do while we're here, first time we've done this on Barber's Arms, but we've got a live audience here. Each one of the guys is going to come and sit in the hot seat here on Barber's Arms, and we're going to be interviewing a few of them who want to be on the arms as well. So we're going to have lots of different Australians. Guys, you all do know that when you do come on the arms, we can't change our time. So it's normally going to be 8 p.m. in UK time on a Friday. So that, for some of you guys, that means that you're going to have a beer around about 6:15 in the morning for you, wherever you are. So the guys are going to come up, introduce themselves to each one of them, tell you where they are, who they are, and where they're from. So we all set? We're going to start off with you. All right, I'm going to get out of the hot seat. They're all going to get introduced to each other. Ready, go. Into the hot seat.
First one.
Hello. How are you?
Very
Hi.
good.
Good.
What's your name?
My name is Yuki Kano. I'm originally from Japan, but I'm based in Sydney at the moment, and then I'm working for the Barberhood and also the Wrestling Guild. And then from next month, I'm going back to Japan until next May for the education.
Ah, very good. Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
How are you,
Ben
sir?
here. How are we?
How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, so I've been barbering for 15, 16 years, and got a shop in Melbourne. It's called Bonnie and Clyde's, so it's a bit of fun. Yeah, it's good.
What's your name, sir?
What's that? Sorry.
What's your name?
Ben Kane.
Ben Kane. What's the name of your shop?
Bonnie and Clyde's.
Bonnie and Clyde's. Fantastic. Go on, give us a joke. What's the funniest things that happened in your barbershop?
Oh, funniest thing that's happened. I've had someone come in straight off the street and take one of the barber poles from inside and carry it outside and run off with it.
Great area then.
Yeah, exactly.
See you later.
What's going on, boss?
Hey, we ought to have a little lever that we drop you into a hole behind you like Graham Norton's, haven't we? Go on, what's your name, sir?
My name's Anthony Nafatali. I'm one of the national educators here at Barber Temple. I grew up in Brisbane, and yeah, it's awesome to have Simon here, one of the big star here. So I'm keen to continue to go with the Wahl family.
Fantastic. Back in the Wahl fold then. So you based in Brisbane as well?
Yeah, I'm based in Brisbane, yeah.
Fantastic. Lovely to meet you, sir.
I'll see you tomorrow.
It's a bit like speed dating, isn't it?
Yeah. Without the perks.
That's it. Yeah, no beers, no nothing. Just going in cold. Horrible. How are you? You okay?
Very good, thanks. So go on, introduce yourself. What's your name? Where are you from?
So my name's Rob, originally from Cardiff in South Wales. I've been in Sydney for around 5 years now. You can find me at a place called Edwards & Co. So we're based in pretty much across the eastern coast of Australia. But you'll find me in one of our Sydney salons in Crown Street. So if you're in town, come say hello.
We definitely will. Where are you from? You obviously you're born and bred in Cardiff with that accent. Where are you originally from?
You can tell, right? Of course you can. No, I've been working away from home since 2008. I've got plenty of stories which I won't go into. I definitely don't have the time. But yeah, my accent is gone, all but gone. So this is what's left with.
Lovely to meet you, mate.
You too, dude. I'll see you soon.
Hey, buddy.
Hello, Gary.
How are you?
How are you? Good, thanks, mate. Good.
Now that isn't a typical Aussie voice that I can hear there.
No, I'm Mark Rabone. I'm from Birmingham originally, but like I say, don't hold that against me. I managed to get out.
Whereabouts in Birmingham are you from?
I'm from Yardley Wood, Hull Green, South Birmingham.
Bloody hell. Dudley!
I've heard So I've got two shops, Esquire Male Grooming here in Brisbane, one in the CBD and one about 1.5 kilometres just outside of the city. So yeah, if anyone's coming over, please drop in and say hello. It'd be great to see anyone.
Fantastic. What's the best thing about, just give me one plus point about being in Australia and not Birmingham?
Oh, the snakes in Australia are probably a little bit less dangerous.
Fantastic, mate. Nice to see you.
Right,
Shit. Hello.
Good
Sorry.
morning. Good morning.
That's what I get called all the time. But my name is Sarah Wahl. I've been in the industry for 19 years and I own my own studio in Surrey Hills.
Fantastic. And what's, I'm going to ask this. Have you got a joke for me? What's the best joke you've ever heard?
Oh, God. I'm not good at jokes.
Okay, then. Okay. Well, give us a funny story then.
A funny story. I actually had a client come into the studio, and she decided that it was okay to grab me on the bum and give it a good shake. And I was like, "Oh my God!" And she's like, "I'm sorry." But yeah, lots happens in the studio. So
I think that's a compliment more than a funny story. I think that's quite cute. I don't know if a fella would get away with that though. So you know, it is Australia.
Yeah, and I have a very colourful clientele. So who knows what?
I thought you were going to say I've got a really lovely bum. Then I'd love to meet you. Great to meet you.
Likewise. See ya.
Hello, Poppet.
How are you, mate? You all right?
Good, thank you. Long time no see.
Yeah, so you're not working for Barber Boys anymore. Where are you working now?
So, firstly, to anyone watching, my name's Celine. Chop Chops on Instagram, just because I'll put it out there. I own a business, my own business called Chop Chops Barbershop on Grange Road, Welland, and I've got 3 co-workers with me at the moment, and I've left them with all of it to come here.
Fantastic. So, are you whereabouts are you based in the country then now?
In the country land, South Australia, Adelaide.
So you're still in Adelaide then?
Yeah. Look, I'm not that fancy. No one will take me anywhere else.
Oh, so how long is it taking you to travel up from Adelaide?
3 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought it'd be longer than that, to be honest.
Not too bad, these planes these days.
Oh, very good. So what's been the best thing about the training at Wahl? Give us some lowdown on Simon.
I've taken 14 Valiums. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. I'm learning things about me that I never knew, which is scary as. And God, I'm going home and doing a lot of studying with all the correct terminology. But it's been incredible, an experience that I never thought I'd be able to get. So just being here blows me away.
Fantastic. We never stop learning. It's all about building it. Well, lovely to see you again.
Lovely to see you. Take care of yourself.
See you later. Morning, sir.
Yep, I'm Heath Payton, and I have a barbershop called HPHFM in Mackay, North Queensland.
So where are you based, Heath?
Yeah, Mackay, North Queensland, about 10 hours north of Brisbane.
10 hours north of Brisbane?
Yeah, but it's not that bad on a plane flight, mate.
Ah, that's good. So when you were working and you come into Brisbane for this, what were you expecting? What were you hoping to get out of Wahl?
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I put a cap on the expectations. I just sort of was going to take everything how it came. I've been in the industry for a while now, so whatever I can, sort of put in my arsenal is advantageous to the cause. So yeah.
And it hasn't disappointed.
Oh gosh no, great group of people, sensational place, this Barber Temple. It's second to none, and I mean Simon running the show for us. I couldn't have asked for more. surpass anything better.
Well, all I can say is make sure you get him ruined on the last night.
Listen. I'm not going to say I've got things planned, but I know some guys that know some guys. So just it's going to be a long flight home for him.
Very good. I'm relying on you.
Yeah, well played. I've got this, brother. I have got this.
Yeah.
God bless.
See you later.
Hey guys, you right?
Very well, thanks. New face. What's your name, sir?
I'm James Lunn. I'm from Perth, Western Australia, and I have my own studio called Hair by James.
Oh, very good. So Perth, there's a huge Brit population there, I believe, isn't there?
There is, yeah. Unfortunately, I have to trim a few of them up every day.
So you have to get used to the palms in Perth then. So what's the best thing about Australia? Sell it to us.
I think it's the weather. I mean, it's always lovely. Even in Brisbane right now, when it's meant to be winter time, it's 20 degrees. It's perfect. Wearing a t-shirt. Some of us are wearing shorts. It's great.
So the thing is, I mean, we're having exceptional weather, but 20 degrees, 22 degrees, that's a good summer for us, usually.
Absolutely.
So it's not too bad then, is it?
No, not at all.
Very good. So how long have you got on the course now? How many days have you got left?
5 days left, 4 days left. Lots to learn. It's going to be good.
Very good. Well, enjoy and hope you get a lot out of it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Well, looks like you've got a nice group there, mate.
I'm Sammy Shaw. I'm from South Barnsley in South Yorkshire. I've had a fantastic training camp here in Brisbane, and I'm really looking forward to Eve Patton's leaving party, which will be on Wednesday evening. And luckily, I've got another lightweight with me, Trevor, can help me and tell me to go home when enough's enough. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that, guys.
The thing is with Trevor, he won't. He'll be saying, "I got to go home now. I've got to go home now." And then as soon as
he's not going anywhere, I am.
As soon as he's had that fourth beer, then he'll get on a rickshaw and he'll take you somewhere, and that's it. Then that's when it all goes pear shaped. So
the only thing's missing is you. We need you here.
Well, mate, if I could, but I've got to enjoy this weather, and some of us have got to go to work.
So, guys, I'd love, now you've met the team that we've been training here in this fantastic Barber Temple here in Brisbane, 19th of July, all in conjunction with Wahl UK and the British Barbers Association. Hope you've enjoyed my live performance here from Australia, wherever you're going to watch it. It's now 5:25 in the afternoon. Literally since the show started, it's now really, really dark outside. I've never known, it's like who's turned lights off. It's gone really dark really quick. I am so jealous about you guys back in the UK. 40 degrees. I cannot believe it. Can you imagine? I look like a Mexican in 2 days there. Well done, everybody. Hope you're staying safe. Missing everybody who I normally see, especially my family. But these guys have really looked after me. I've had an amazing time so far in Brisbane. Looking forward to seeing Trevor over tomorrow. And guys, I will connect with you when I get back. And I'm sure you see all the advertisements coming out, and some of the guys who you just met will be on Barber's Arms in the next few episodes, taking us into the 90s. Next episode is 90. Over 9 million views. Thank you to everybody over the last 2 years who's been watching this show. It's amazing. Quick shout out again to our friends at the Milton Common Brewery. Jimmy, thank you for supplying the beers for tonight here in Brisbane. And that's just left for me to hand over to you guys. But from everybody here in Brisbane, say bye-bye, everybody.
Lovely to meet you all. Fantastic show. Well, it leaves me to just say wrap up the show. Thank you very much all for watching. I've just noticed as well, we've got Sunil watching as well. You've been grooming in Dubai. He's just sent a laughing smiley face. So he's enough for that, Sunil. We'll keep those pictures to ourselves. Well, just got to stay safe, stay cool. That's the main thing of the order of the day. Anybody who's got air conditioning, very well done, well planned. But if you haven't, just stay there, stay safe. Good luck to the girls in the Euros, getting there, going through to the next round. I know we've got the debacle with Boris. He's going to go on for another 7 weeks, so You're not missing anything there, Simon. But all it leaves me to say is good night, Australia. Good morning, UK. Got to go work now. See you all later.
Great day, everybody in the UK. Stay safe. Adios.